James Anderson, and this is my demonstrative speech for my class. Today I'll be demonstrating a simple technique in drawing. I actually studied graphic design at the University of Oklahoma for 2 years, and I've been drawing since I could lift a pencil. I've taken several courses in order to tighten my technique and become better at what I do overall. The method I'm going to show you is what's called the grid method. It's been used since back even in the Renaissance time of painters. There's even drawings of old Renaissance artists using a frame of glass that was already created with a grid and then having the model stand behind the glass so that they were already portrayed within the grid. The grid is basically a set of squares that you outline on your paper. What you do is you find the photo that you want to recreate and set it up in grids. The best way you can do this is 1 inch by 1 inch. It's a very simple set of measurement to use, and it allows you to recreate the same confines. You want to make sure that what you draw fits into each square exactly as it fit into the square in the original photograph. What this allows you to do is, instead of focusing on the image as an overall thing, you can focus on each square. Therefore, each square has exactly what it's supposed to have in it. You can get, if you're drawing a face, you can get the dimensions accurately. You can also make sure they're put on the right position of the face so that each eye is lined up with each other. The lips are not out of sync. The nose falls where it needs to be. If you're doing a picture of a landscape, you can also make sure you get the vanishing points correct and all the different points of view. This is just very simple work. What I have here is Bristol board. This is my favorite kind of paper. It's thick and allows you to make mistakes and clean it up very easily. You will need a typical ruler, nice sturdy ruler. You may even want what's called a T-square depending on your table that you have in use. That way you can line the square up with the edge of your table, get your paper set up properly, and draw a straight line. What I have right here, and it may be hard to see on the camera, is a sheet that's already gridded out. That is your basic concept. You're going to create your grids as such. I have some images here that I have got in the works. I've got different art projects I've been in works with other fellow artists that I have made friends with and acquaintances with over my time. I'm actually in the middle of a Wizard of Oz series that, because of my hectic schedule, I didn't get complete by the time the 75th anniversary rolled around. But here is the Scarecrow, and that's just the pencil drawing. But if you look closely, everything has a grid. Every spot fits into a square. I've even started erasing at some points because now I'm getting to the point where I'm detailing. I've done the same here as well with the Tin Man. You can still see the grids even in his face, where he fits in. Now I have the Cowardly Lion, who has the grids erased, but is looking like a more complete image. Myself, I like to do a technique where I mix my pen and pencil as well as my ink. That way, I have very bold, standout artwork. I even have the Wicked Witch here, who I've already started applying ink to because it's such a dark piece. I do have some finished artwork over here that I can show you that proves that the grid is very successful. This is an image I did sometime back of Tupac and Notorious B.I.G. I did a series on a bunch of rap artists. That way, it was all in series. I will grab a few of those just to show you. Here's another image where I've gridded it out. Let's see. I've even framed a couple. Here's an image of Eminem. It was actually a photograph pulled from a magazine, which I don't have on me anymore because it would really serve me well to show you the original imagery. And then I've also done images like this of rapper T.I. where I've spliced images together. Images also can be, like I said, landscapes. This is a piece I did for an art class. This is in the Oklahoma City Bricktown. It's of a bridge in there, and it's all in different shades of blue ink. And I also tend to dabble in political satire, where this one is a photo of Barack Obama dressed as the Grim Reaper holding Uncle Sam's head in front of a destroyed White House. Didn't go over well with some of the people in my class. However, as you see, the grid method allows for a more complete artwork. It allows you to get each square accurately, even if it's not your strong suit. By doing the grid method, you will make it to where your artwork is that much stronger. When it comes to choosing pencils, I do also prefer these. Your various graphic pencils. Each lead is a different strength, and it allows you to be soft or hard, or light or dark. When you're doing your grid, be sure to make all your lines extremely light. That way they're easier to erase and they don't leave a lasting mark on your image. If you have any questions, you can always just check with the artist, check your YouTube channels, and go from there. I hope this was informative enough to give you a good starting point and to help you with your art as you are growing in your own self. Thank you for your time.